Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders of a great millstone, salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto this like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. No one of your brothers to edify. Through the spirit, we was at camp. This is an old book. There's a film to it. It's a three hour film to be exact. Of this book called Brave New World. Now, those that don't know what the Brave New World is a code word for New World Order. So when you go into his by Adolf Huxley, I believe does it say what year it came out? 1932. So just like the last show I did with the woman speaking, and she was basically saying the very rich, they're just letting you know what they're doing. These, you have this, George Orwell with his 1984. So you have this one. There's another one I can't remember off top right now. But these are like bold statements. So when you want to think of a blueprint of what they plan to do, how they plan to do it, why they plan to do it, the stuff, the things that they're doing, they always leave a reference. In the world, they say there's always a paper trail or follow the money. Right? So when you follow the paper trail, which is in this case them leaving some type of dystopia, groundbreaking, world-ending concept, then you'll quite grasp and see what's happening. So when you look at, like I said, you look into it, Brave New World. Brave New World is a dystopia novel by English author Aldous Huxley. So dystopia is meaning, let's look up the word dystopia. Not guesstimate. Let's just look it up. A dystopia is a society characterized by a focus on that which is contrary to the author's ethos, which I'm not looking for that. Dystopia, which means, is a Greek word. Bad. Tostios. Dus is bad. So bad place. Alright, so it's a compound word that means bad place. Also called Cacotopia or anti-utopia is a community or society that is extremely bad or frightening. I want to get the origin. Well, obviously it's a Greek word. So dystopias are often characterized by fear or distress, tyrannical governments, environmental disaster, or characteristics associated with catastrophic or catalytic decline in society. Themes typical of dystopia society include complete control over the people and a society that through usage of propaganda, police state, tactics, having heavy censoring of information, denial of free thought, worship or unattainable goal. They keep pulling the what's the word? They keep pulling the goalposts, so to speak. Right? It says complete loss of individuality. Everybody's a sheep. Everybody's following other people, no thought for themselves, a heavy enforcement of conformity. So whatever the government say, that's what they'll do. Despite certain overlappings, dystopia fiction is distant from post-apocalyptic fiction. An undesirable society is not necessarily a dystopia. Dystopia societies appear in many fictional works. Artistic representation, particularly, let me see, boom, 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 which I don't care about none of these. So it gives you all these little examples. Oh, guess what? A Brave New World, 1932. And George Orwell, 1984. Also, Ray Bradbury, Fahrenheit 451, which they made a remake, if I'm not mistaken, with Michael B. Jordan. Let me see. So you have all these things that's out there, which is all, like I stated in the last video, it's method of revelations. It's allowing you people to know what they're doing, because the karma. So let me get this couple scriptures real quick before I say on. Psalms 49 and 11, it says, "The inward thought is that the houses shall continue forever." This is why they take the things that they take, they steal, and they pass it down to the generations after them. And their dwellings to all generations, they called their lands after their own names. This is the mindset of Esau. But his ultimate mindset, his ultimate goal is to control everything. Everything and everyone. Okay? Nevertheless, men being in honor obeyeth not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly. Yet their prosperity approve their sayings. See, lie. So this is Esau's in his mindset. He has a God complex. All right, real quick, Micah 2:1. Woe to him. Sorry. Woe to them that deviseth iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Scriptures clearly tell you the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Although he has the world, he doesn't have the world the way he wants. So this little clip that I'm about to show you, just from one clip, I mean the movie's 3 hours long, but this one clip, I believe, oh man, I should have looked it up, but it's in Satan's Angels as well. And one of the main things of the list of overthrowing normality, pretty much the scripture says, as if 29 and 16 or 15, turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Isaiah These things are not far-fetched at all, because this is exactly what's going on right now. Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that work evil. Woe unto them that seek deep. They had a counsel from the Lord, which is the illuminated ones. So a group of men, for a long period of time, had thoughts and process. They had their underlings write things down and tell the world and tell themselves. Really, it's a code to themselves. This is how we see things. This is how we want things to be. Then the other group of lesser luminaries were put in film as evidence how things are supposed to look. So they hide their counsel from the Lord, and they works in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? Who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. So they take some. That's why it says in Ezekiel with the 28th chapter, the covering cherub. All right. He's the anointed covered cherub, meaning he was appointed, he was created to take that which does exist. All right. Something has to exist in order for him to turn it upside down. And everything that the Lord established, that's what tells me in Isaiah the 24th chapter, which I might get that too, that they don't follow the laws, the ordinances. Matter of fact, you know what? Makes it read, surely to turn things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Why? Because the Lord created Esau to do these things. All right? And his sick mind to establish his quote-unquote new world order. To the point, Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws and changed the ordinance. What is ordinance? When you look it up, ordinance, the Hebrew word is quad, statute, ordinance, limit, something prescribed, do, prescribed task, prescribed portion, action prescribed for oneself. Basically, there it is, law in general. They turn things upside down. They take the laws that was established by the Most High, by the law of the Most High, and they did the complete opposite. Now, part of their law is to destroy the family. Okay? That's what the scripture said. When the scripture says, Solomon himself, he says that when the Lord is what made man and women together. All right. Basic, roughly paraphrasing. When you get into an argument with your woman, or you do certain things, and yet you get back together, there's a synergy between a man and his woman that nobody can break or understand. Nobody's supposed to interfere with that. But Esau, in his madness, telling everybody, allowing women to do whatever they want. There's a new law where adultery is not illegal no more. It's not illegal. So this is a clear-cut sign of a dystopia society, which, let's get into this. I'm going to play this real quick.
Solid managerial potential.
But he's so dull.
With alphas conditioned for upper-level executive.
So, I had this kind of thing. The alphas are the top of the line of their society. So there's a classism. All right. It's like in that book, Satan Agent Exposed. There's a hierarchy in this society. Okay, the deltas are the lows of the low. They're pretty much like androids. That's how they see people. They don't see you as nothing. So you got the alphas, you got the betas, you got the I believe the gammas and the deltas. Go figure, it's Greek. But here's the part I want to focus on. There's more to it, but I just wanted something.
Necessary work of
course, speeding up the production of gammas and deltas without performance loss is more difficult, but even sub-deltas can still perform routine jobs, sorting, filing, collecting audiometer results, that sort of thing.
Oh, also this when your man Elon Musk made a statement saying that robots is gonna take pretty much people's jobs and people's gonna have meaningless lives. They're gonna realize they have meaningless lives. And the concept of all this, it goes back to David Rockefeller. David Rockefeller's concept is quite simple. A society of workers, not a society of thinkers. And this film is the ultimate society, how they wanted things to be seen. All right. They don't want people to think for themselves. They don't want people to question anything. All right. And the most minute thing anybody can do, right? Just like you go to the store today. That happened to me a couple times. Go to the store, picking up something for somebody. The simple thing of just bagging up groceries. People don't even want to do that no more. They think that they're getting away with it, not realizing they're taking away their purpose in this particular job field. Okay? So this is at this point.
Of course, there's nothing to be done about alpha and beta production. One egg, one bag. Unfortunately, it still takes 9 months.
And there you go. So a woman's purpose is to carry the child of whatever man she sleeps with, her husband, so to speak, and bring off legacy. Scripture tells you that the Lord made male and female. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Matthew's, I believe it's 19? No. And it says, and he answered and said unto them, have you not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? So here it is. Esau will tell you there's a whole bunch of different genders. For the past 4 years, the people has been bombarded with truly misinformation. A chaotic thing. It's all about chaos and order. That's all everything's been about. They're bringing the chaos, so now they're bringing the order. They're breaking the minds of the people. So a simple thing of male and female, the majority of people can't even accept that. They don't even know who they are. That's part of the chaos. It said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twine shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twine, but, meaning twine, meaning two, one flesh. What therefore the Most High have joined together, let no man put asunder. And this society do that. That's why every time a man gets with a woman, especially today, it's her body. You don't own her. You're not, what's the word? You're not her father. You're nothing. Okay? You're nothing. A man is nothing to their sight. Just sperm donors. That's the idea they're pushing. So even women, real natural born female women, are becoming obsolete. And this film is showing you perfectly. They're planning.
Oh, Tommykin, it's you.
So
Look
this
what you
scene
made
right
me
here,
do.
which I'm just gonna You just explain it. They have an open society. So basically, you as a man, you can sleep with any woman that you want, but you don't own it. It's just your turn. It's just your turn. And there's a scene in this film, we was talking about it in his camp. Brother, I put it out. Where they was sitting there reflecting of the old world. And in the old world, which the world we in today, you have marriage and so forth. And they see that as archaic. I forgot the scene. And when the women find out, wait a minute, women had babies, they lost it. They're like, this is disgusting. It's like, how can this be? So that this dystopia right here is to take away. I think this is it. No. I haven't seen this in a while. If you want to watch a film, you're going to spend countless hours watching it, this is the film to watch. So he wanted to get this chick to go with him, and they're going to discover the old world. And I forgot what they call the people from the old, like how do things inside the old ways. They had a name for them. It's like savages. It's like a movie I'm thinking of. Shit. With Wesley Snipes and Steven Stallone. No, Steven Stallone. Yeah, no, not Steven Stallone. I want to say Steven Stallone. It'll come to me. The futuristic movie. They got the chip in there. Oh shit. Start with a D. Not Dynamite. Demolition Man. Whew. Wow. Same concept. You had the people that was living up top. That was living in this really dystopia. That's why the character was it Sandra Bullock is Sylvester Stallone. They had an attraction together. He wanted to do, like, yeah, I'm gonna get down with this chick. She wanted to get down with him, but she had the new way of doing things, not touching. And he was like, what the hell? Like, this virtual shit. He's from the old school. He's from the old world. So you had a group of people that was kept the old ways, and you had the people that's supposed to be in this great utopia. They was doing it the new way. All right. So you have all these films showing you what this man is thinking of for his future, for the future of you all. All right. Like I said, this is scene. I haven't seen this in a while. Well, I give them this much. At least they had a Jake in there in their future. But a lot of these films, they will show you pretty much Jake is not part of the future. So this whole concept of a brave new world is pretty much is a new world order. That's all it is the new world order. I'm just trying to find the scene. I think that was it. Oh, there's another film on Logan's Run. Once you reach a certain age, I believe the age of 30, you got to be put to death. Right? 30 is too old. So they got a whole bunch of weird ideas. Boom, 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 boom. My nose. Yeah, there's another scene, but if I can't get it, I ain't worried about it. Check this out when you get a chance. And you see how fucking vile this man's quote unquote society he plans to have. James 2 and 6 it says, but ye have despised the poor. Do not the rich man oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? So the very rich of this world is oppressing the people. They're literally destroying everybody. All right, that's what it says in Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And this is part of the image of the beast. All right. You have your alphas. Oh, according to Revelation 13, 16 on down, there's only supposed to be two classes of people: the very rich and the poor. That's the name of the game. All right. This is most likely a 15-minute city where everybody pretty much deals with one another. People do the vile things towards one another. It's your turn. You don't have your own individuality. All right, you are whatever they want you to be. They program you. They created you to be. And that's why that scene was riveting, because they show you this all in their movies. Genetically modifying children to make them be perfect in the sight of man. All right. This is their idea of how society is supposed to be bland. Like I said, they just added to Jake. Jake is not part of their New World Order. Where is it? The scene. There it is. That's how they want things to be. When they can create their own children. However they want to create them. So yeah, the very rich of the society do oppress the poor. This is part of the image. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Talking about the dragon, which is Rome. All right. And the image of the beast was what? The New World Order. It says, the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, which is their New World Order. All right. The image is the New World Order. Is a brave new world. Now the reason why they call it a brave new world, because you have to be brave to break away from the world the way it is. That's the effed up part about it all. You have to be brave enough to do that. So they had a movie of Captain America that's supposed to come out, and they call it the New World Order. So what did they do? Since they're like, oh, I believe it was during the pandemic, and everybody find out the name of it, and they quickly changed the title to something more divisive. And because people will not understand it, people think it's just a title change. But they changed the title to A Brave New World. And obviously, they're talking about destroying the world that is how it is and bringing their madness, their utopia, dystopia. Now, if you don't be a part of that dystopia, you will be killed. That goes into the alphabet community. That goes into technology. Because let's go back to this real quick. It's really about technology and coming one in the same with humanity. All right. They made different films about it as well. What did it say that? There it is. It says Brave New World is a dystopian novel by Ada Huxley, published in 1932. The book is a warning about the dangers of advanced technology. Sounds familiar. And a potential loss of humanity. It present nightmarish vision of the future society, where humans are genetically bred, socially indoctrinated, pharmaceutical and anesthesias. Oh, there's a drug that keeps people happy. Now, the majority of everybody in America and in the world are on sort of drugs. That's what the scripture says. What in Proverbs? Let me get that real quick. I gotta back this up with scriptures. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, but when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. So people are in mourning. They're in a state of mourning. This is why people have to cope with what's going on. They know that they're being ripped off. They're just trying to get by. And the only way to get by is through drugs. Okay? I believe the drug of choice was it says an authoritarian ruling order. The novel also follows a few characters as they live their lives in the world state metropolis of London. So yeah, this is a man's plan, man. This man is plotting, planning. This is how he wants things to be. That's why you have 15-minute city concept. They're taking people's lands so they could bring in 15-minute cities and so forth. There's nothing new under the sun. These are all failed societies. All right, all failed. There's nothing that Esau is doing that's unique, special, any of that. Shit's gonna be the end all to be all. But it says verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma mark in a right hand or in a forehead met upon, right? Which leads to what one device called the Neuralink, right? And that no man might buy or sell, meaning no man cannot live, save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you cannot function in society without having this device in you. All right? You cannot function. No one can function. Live a normal, basic life. Why? Because they're changing everything. They're trying to reach their goal. And their goal is to bring in their utopia, but for the world, a dystopia. And they want you to be miserable. it says, "Here is the wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 606, 3 and 6." So this is the end game. So that being said, shalom to the elect and the nations of shalom.